Right, we ready?
Yeah.
Good afternoon everyone, I'm Holly and I'm going to be delivering a training session today on safety on board a plane. So your objectives for today are to explain why safety is important on board a plane. You're going to identify some of the situations that can occur whilst we're in the air. We're going to demonstrate to passengers where the emergency exits are. We're going to understand the procedures that cabin crew do in the event of an evacuation or emergency. And we're going to observe a demonstration on how to use the emergency equipment, and then we're going to practice for ourselves. So why is aviation safety important? Has anybody got any ideas?
Safety for passengers.
Yeah?
And for people on the ground.
Yeah. So aviation safety is important because people's lives are at risk. It's not just protecting the people in the air, it protects the people on the ground as well. Because if a plane crashes, it's not exactly going to be the best thing. So aviation safety is the process in which airlines follow certain procedures to make journeys in the air as safe as possible for the people on the plane and for the people on the ground. It's important to us as cabin crew because we need to make sure that the correct procedures are followed to ensure that lives are not lost and that everybody stays calm and knows what to do. So the seatbelt is something that all airlines have to have on their plane now. I'm going to pass this one round. I'll show you how to work it. If I can work it. So, you just get like this and then into there. If you need to tighten it, pull it like that. I'll pass it around, you can all have a go. Start again, thanks, yeah. It just says here every year about 58 people in America are injured by turbulence while not wearing the seatbelts. It's a passenger's best protection against any sudden or unexpected plane movements, and it can occur. Turbulence can occur unexpectedly, and even when the sky appears to be cleared. This is why cabin crew need to make sure that everybody wears a seatbelt sign when it's illuminated. Airlines are now required to provide instructions on how to operate the seatbelts, even though most people have travelled on a plane before, and it's usually done through the pre-flight safety demonstration. They've now been required on planes for more than 70 years. So we've got some pictures of safety cards here. They are now included in all flights, and it's so that passengers can refer back to it during the flight, and it gives them something to like look back on. Cabin crew members need to make sure that passengers read the safety cards before takeoff so that they know where the cards are if they need them, and they provide vital information that can help to save lives during an emergency. So I've got some here that you can all look at, like different aircrafts have different ones. I'll just put a few on the table. Just get an idea of some of the things that they put in.
Is that a kid's wall? Oh yeah.
So I want you all to design your own safety card. It doesn't have to be detailed, it doesn't have to be like perfect like these. Just get a few ideas onto each one. Where is it like where is the table? I've got a couple of ideas here. And I want you to be able to explain why you've put on the pictures that you've put. You can use these as inspiration. You can do it just on routine pieces of paper or whatever. Just I'll come round and help if you need anything. But there's some ideas, and you can use these. But when we've done, I'm going to question you on why you've decided the pictures that you've chosen. So, what I think.
That's where the kids' seatbelt or not in the like
because obviously something like that. Fully detailed.
Holly.
Yeah.
So we're doing our own version.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be fully detailed, just do like 2 or 3 pictures like this. Just out of like a no smoking sign or seatbelt sign, and then just be able to, when I question it, just be able to explain it. So literally, Anime is just, she's drawing something like that. It doesn't have to be like full. She's done with it.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Do you need any help? Like literally. Hit the top one and just be able to explain why.
Alright, okay.
Like probably draw like a no smoking sign or a seatbelt sign and say why it's important.
Alright, thank you.
And then I'll ask you why later on.
How is it going to do now?
Do you need anything? Need anything? No smoking. Yeah.
I need to sneeze.
Have you used these?
Stop it, Lucy.
So from the last time that I did it, some people have just put these ideas if you need any of them. Need any inspiration? Yeah, from the last time I did it, there's like some like inspiration here that like I'm going to read through. Oh, Parvinder when I got to practice for me.
Why is there a seatbelt on? Kavinda, where have you let them drawing skills from?
Yeah, that's fine. Just literally that's what Parvinder drew, and then just be able to say why. Yeah, there's some inspiration if you want it.
Wait, is he not put the head down so then?
Yeah, in the brace position.
Do you know the brace position?
Yeah.
Is that not a way for you to snap your neck?
Yeah.
It's not true, is it? Like, if you do that,
I think so, but I think the airlines say that they do it for the passengers' best protection. It's like their best interest.
but it's not though, is it? So they don't claim off him. Is that what it is?
Be dead anyway.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so now I'm not to do that when I go on holiday. Yeah. I'll explain more when we're done. Right, do you need any more time or are you okay? You done? Have you finished with this, Annabelle?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you done with yours and Colin?
chapter out on end on this.
Don't worry about it. That's it.
Yeah, that is brilliant.
Okay, so I've got like all your examples here. Most of you have done the no smoking sign. Can any of you tell me why no smoking is allowed on planes?
For people's health.
Yeah?
We're fine. There's no
Yeah.
pressure.
Yeah, so a plane is like, it's an enclosed area, so all the cabin pressure is monitored, and if you start smoking on a plane, you're more likely to cause a fire or put someone in risk of like ill health. Whose was this one? This is a really good example. You've got all of your slides and everything, and you've got your exits. Good example of the seatbelt sign here, which is why it's important. Well done, Paige. This one has mentioned the brace position. Can anybody tell me what that actually is? There is some examples of it on, safety cards, but
Well, you put your head between your knees and you're about to crash.
yeah. So, let's move on. When in the air, there's a chance that these things could happen. Turbulence is a big one. Does anybody know what it is?
Is it when there's a lot of wind around the plane?
It's like an unexpected movement, and it can cause the plane to, it causes the plane to, I don't know really now, I'm trying to spell
Like go down.
jig over, yeah. So there's turbulence, there's small fires. These can just occur from the simplest things like overheating, like putting too many bags in one place. A loss of cabin pressure, and that's when your oxygen mask will come down. And when they come down, people start getting worried. A crash causing an evacuation, hijacking, which isn't as common, but it is something that is worried about, and damage to the plane. So, as a cabin crew member, you need to be able to handle these situations calmly and effectively, and pre-flight demonstrations, which most people don't listen to. to passengers, help them understand what they need to do in the event of an emergency. So I've got a short video for you here, and it's just basically it's a pre-flight demonstration. We're going to watch it once, and then I'm going to pick a couple of you to copy it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome to Roadshare Flight or A401 to London Heathrow. Before our departure, may we have your attention while cabin crew point out the safety features on board this Airbus A320. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal end into the buckle, as cabin crew are now demonstrating. To secure seatbelt, pull on the loose end of the strap. To open, lift the buckle cover, which should be faced away from you. In the event of loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks like these will fall automatically from the panel above your head. Pull the mask down sharply, cover with your mouth and nose, and secure with the elastic strap. And please breathe normally as cabin crew are now demonstrating. Only when you have secured your own mask should you attend to children and other passengers. On board this aircraft there are 6 emergency exits, 2 doors at the rear of the cabin, left and right, 2 doors at the front of the cabin, left and right. There are 2 window exits at the centre of the cabin, left and right. All exits are clearly marked. Please take a moment now to ensure exits nearest to you. Bearing in mind the nearest exit may be behind you. For your safety, there's a life jacket stowed in a pocket underneath your seat. When instructed, remove the jacket from its pocket. Place the jacket over your head. Bring the strap to the side of the jacket. Clip and pull the strap tightly to secure it around your waist. To inflate the life jacket, pull the red toggle down sharply. There's a mouthpiece for further inflation, a whistle to attract attention, and a light which comes on automatically once in contact with water. The life jacket must not be inflated until you're outside the aircraft. Infant life jackets and baby survival cots are also available. In the event of emergency, floor pathway lighting will illuminate exits as the cabin crew are now demonstrating. In the seat pocket in front of you, you will find the flight safety card, which we now ask you to read before takeoff. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you all a pleasant flight.
So, we're going to do the emergency exits. Does anybody want to volunteer before I pick on yours? Right, is there May? Come on. And Olivia as well. So I'll show you what to do first, and then we'll do it together. What I'm going to do, I'm going to play the video, and we're going to copy it. So when she goes, the emergency exit are left and right, I used to do that, and she goes behind you, so they're left and right, and then she goes window exits are left and right. I just want you to do that as a practice, because that's what you're going to be having to do in the next couple of weeks.
Should you attend to children and other passengers? On board this aircraft, there are 6 emergency exits.
Ready?
2 doors at the rear of the cabin,
Yeah.
left and right. 2 doors at the front of the cabin, left and right. There are 2 window exits at the centre of the cabin, left and right.
Good.
All exits are clearly marked.
Mastered
Please take
it.
a moment.
Does anybody else want to go? Before we move on? So, as you can tell in that video there, if you looked carefully at the passengers, some of them weren't really paying attention. This airline in particular, they make their pre-flight demonstrations a bit more interesting to grab attention, and because it's something that people they'll laugh at it. So I'm just going to play this other one quickly.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we can have your attention for just a moment to go over the important safety features of this Boeing 737-700. To fasten your seatbelt, slide the flat end into the buckle, and release the lift up on the buckle. Your seatbelt needs to be worn low and tight about your hips and worn anytime you're seated. Now, we got 6 emergency exits on this aircraft, 2 forward exit doors, 2 overwing window exits, and 2 rear exit doors. Signs overhead and lights on the floor lead to all exits. There's a safety information card located in the seatbelt pocket near your shoe. Trust me, take a look at it. I mean the card. Now, if needed, there is a life vest located underneath your seat. Remove the vest only if told to do so. Pull the red strap, remove the vest from the container, place it over your head, wrap that strap around your waist, and buckle it in the front. Pull over. Once outside the aircraft, hold down on that red inflation handle to inflate your vest and manually inflate clothes in the tube at your shoulder. Alright guys, your flight attendants are walking the walk and strut his stuff to make sure that your seatbelt is securely fastened, your tray tables and seatbacks are in full upright lock position, and all your carry-on items are completely underneath the seat in front of you.
So you can clearly tell the difference. That one grabbed his passenger's attention and people were videoing him. So obviously you don't have to do it like that, but if you do want people to listen to you, it can help. So we've got some oxygen masks here. When an oxygen mask is released, it means that cabin pressure is low. It will last for 12 minutes once it's been released. I'll show you how to put it on, and then I want you to have a go for yourself. You need to remember as well that when you get an oxygen mask, like when the oxygen mask comes down, you need to do your own first before helping somebody else. Because, like, your oxygen may run out, and if you're helping somebody else, there's a chance that you're not going to be there in time to put yours on. So when the oxygen mask comes down, it'll come down like this, and then you'll put it over your head, like that, and then put it covering your mouth and your nose, and then tighten the little white straps at each side, and breathe normally. I'll come round and I'll help you, as there's one there for you. And I just want you to have a go, just putting them on. There you go. You can help each other. One of you can hold up the strap and then just help each other out.
Don't bother, you'll end up choking me.
Yeah, the strap's broken on one, but...
Oh, that's not. Wait,
No, it is. No, it's not.
There you go.
I'll put it on someone.
Do you need any help?
Like that.
So remember, put that cover your mouth and your nose.
That's when you pull the two
Tighten the two straps if you need to. Breathe normally. Because when you have an issue, like does that start to oxygen levels are dropping, so they'll only come down when the level of oxygen is all monitored in the plane. So it comes down to oxygen levels.
They're not real, are they?
You alright there, Anna May? Have you had a go?
Yeah, we did a good demonstration. Too sure, yeah?
Yeah, go on then.
No, I'm not doing it. What, is this meant to come out?
It will do when there's oxygen connected to that. But because it's not connected to the plane.
Right, connected to something with a tube.
I mean, just tighten the sides and
And just breathe normally.
Clarity
you do your own before you do the calls.
Yeah.
Top tip.
Are you alright there, Anna May?
She's actually got it on.
Right, who's all had a go with the oxygen mask?
Yeah.
So we've got the life jackets as well. This life jacket's under every seat in a plane, and there's 5 key steps that you need to remember. You need to remain calm. You must not inflate the jacket before you leave the plane, or you'll get stuck in the doors, and you're blocking off everyone else's exits as well. The light will activate itself when you enter the water. The whistle will be used to attract attention, and you can use the tubes on the side to inflate the jacket. I'll show you how to put it on, and then I'll come round with it again. So, put your head through the hole, and then get the black strap and tighten it round to connect. Tighten this bit if you need to make it tighter. The light will turn on itself when you get in the water. You pull these red straps to make it inflate, and you use these to add more air if you need to. I'll come round and help you now. Right, Carpenter. There you go. You're going to want in a second. I don't know. I've not seen it.
So these guys do it.
Can I try to play it?
You can try.
Turn it around. Watch this, it's going to blow over.
There's enough on here, right? You can
No, I mean,
This one, it doesn't have a clip, so you need to tie it. You put it around your waist and tie it.
Like an 8 on that bottle of milk.
And I know yours is the same, it doesn't have a clip, so stand up and tie it. Tie it.
Right, so we just need to pull these off.
I'm back. Have you got it on back? Yeah.
Try and pull it, see if it goes up.
Yeah, right,
I don't have another one.
They don't work.
No, just the brand.
Right, it's really rubbing my neck. Right, we can make a pattern.
Have they already been used?
What's what? That's the strap that you connect it with. I don't know why you put it on.
Where's my whistle?
Them ones don't have whistles on them. I was looking for it, but
Is this a whistle?
no, that's what the light is. I think there's whistles.
What are you supposed to do? Jump out the plane.
When you leave the plane, yeah, hold the two red leaves at the bottom, and it should
What if it doesn't?
I'm pulling it now and nothing's happening.
You can use the red tubes to inflate it as well on the side, that's what they're for.
How many people have had
Oh, that's what animates that for.
Wherever the one on it.
How do you do the red tube go? Just pull them
You blow into it. Right, Animaze has got a whistle if you want to wear it.
I'm not blowing into it, you can.
See? You use that to attract attention.
You'll not get it off now.
Oh my goodness.
What?
How have you done it?
What do you know? I won't get it
Girls
off.
are blown into it.
Video of that, please.
Yeah, if you want to put it
I've got a flat edge.
Pretty glasses.
try untying it from the bottom first. Like, you know, what we're gripping it, then. To be able to move it a bit more.
Stop it, Nicole. Right.
Oh no, you can't get it off. Right, come on, carry on going.
You have to go, do you want to put it
Right, come on.
Right, that's far
But
enough.
how do they get it off when they think?
They'll probably get help when they find somebody
Yeah.
on shore. They'll probably get help.
No, you've got to do it other one to do this one.
Right on.
Is it? No, this time.
It's too big for your head. Too small. Leave it at the bottom then.
Are you stupid?
You blowing yours up? Yeah. Blow into there.
Go for a bit. No, stop saying.
Right,
There you go.
I don't think we
What are we going under?
Why is yours got all that space for your edge? Because you got
I don't know.
Lucy's got a different one.
How'd you let it out?
I like it.
If you want more to blow into it,
Look at my hair.
you probably won't be able to get it on.
That's all.
Say yes to pockets, right? If you just squeeze it, yeah.
You got to twist that. Yeah, there has to be a way to.
You're not actually unique.
What's this?
What's what? That's the light. When that hits the water, when that hits the water, the light turns on. No.
Where did you blow into? I don't know.
If you two want to go,
Let
you're
go.
not blowing yours up. You're not fancying it. Right, Anna, are you getting this on?
Yeah.
You can't get it off.
There you go.
There we go. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, pass it to me. Better than
Maybe if you search it afterwards.
Yeah.
Search it afterwards. How to play them. Step 3.
comes with instructions how to inflate it, but not how to display it.
Don't worry about it, I'll figure it out.
Pop it.
Get any of it.
Right, so we're going to do a quiz. There's some extra pieces of paper on there if you need them. And it's just going to be 5 or 6 questions about what you've learned during the session, if you can remember the answers.
Is it in teams or?
No, this is on your own. Has everybody got a piece of paper and a pen? Right, so the first question is, list some of the problems that can occur on a plane. There's six answers to this, but you don't have to get them all. As many as you can will help.
6.
Yeah. So it's like a list of problems that could go wrong, like things that could happen.
This is just one question.
Oh, she got rid of this one.
Oh, I've got 4.
Same.
Right, the next question is, how long do the oxygen masks last when you've activated them?
Oh, I know this.
Is this on all planes, like the time?
Yeah.
That.
When must you inflate your life jacket? And a bonus question, what happens if you inflate it at the wrong time?
Hang on. Oh.
What is aviation safety? Oh, that was it. So the problems that could occur are turbulence, loss of cabin pressure, hijacking, crash causing evacuation, small fires and damage to the plane. Did anybody get all 6?
Yeah.
4. I got 4.
Is the next one 12 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna May, when must you inflate your life jacket?
When you come off the plane.
Yeah, what happens?
You could restrict the exit for yourself and others if you
Yeah.
inflate it on the plane.
Bella, what is aviation safety?
The safety on.
Yeah.
Safety on board.
So it's like the procedures that you need to follow. So like wearing the life jackets, the oxygen masks.
I put to keep safe on the plane.
Yeah. And it helps to keep other people on the ground safe as well. So that's it for today. I'm just going to pass you around some feedback questions. And then,
There you go.
I'll come and move all these out your way in a minute, don't worry.